Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today I decided I wanted to talk about my most disappointing books of 2020. Now these books are not ones that I would say are necessarily bad. They're just ones that did not meet my expectations for them, and I just didn't enjoy my reading of them, or they let me down. There are a couple of 3-star reads in here, so they are written well. I was just disappointed in general. So there are going to probably be some in this list that I have here that you might enjoy or that you did enjoy. So this is not attacking anyone. This is not attacking the authors. Nothing like that. These are just ones that I was disappointed by, unfortunately. So I have 6 books to talk about today. I do not have all of them here with me because I either read them as an ARC or as an ebook, and I got rid of the ARC because I just didn't enjoy it, and then I just don't have the physical copy. So I'm going to be showing pictures over here. Let me shift to the side for this video. I'm going to be showing pictures over here of the covers, but let's get into the video. So the first one I want to talk about is Burn Our Bodies Down by Rory Power. I know that Rory Power is a very popular YA author, and I never read her other book, Wilder Girls. I never read that, but I heard so much hype around it that I wanted to try out Rory Power's books, and so I decided that I was going to try out this one because I had found an ARC of it at my job, so I took that as an opportunity and I picked it up. And I actually did a full reading vlog, I think, featuring this, so if I can find that and figure out which one it is, I will leave a link up in the info card up above so you guys can go check that out. But basically, I was just very disappointed in this. I think what I found that I didn't like is just Rory Power's writing in general. It didn't really connect with me, and I just didn't really enjoy the story itself. I thought it was, yes, weird, but I can do weird. It's just I just didn't enjoy where it ended up, I guess. But it was just one of those ones that really disappointed me, and I think it's because my expectations were so high because of the hype surrounding the author. But yeah, that's why it's on one of my more disappointing reads of 2020 list. Another book that I want to talk about is Seasons of the Storm by Elle Casimano. This is another YA fantasy book that I read an ARC of, and I think I featured this in a reading vlog as well. So again, in the info card if you wanted to check that out. But this one follows I guess the main storyline is that the seasons are personified in a human, and each season they go out to kill the previous season, if you know what I mean. So winter kills fall, fall kills summer, and summer kills spring, and spring kills winter, basically, is what is supposed to happen. And this one follows 2 young seasons who fall in love with each other. And what I was expecting with this was them going out to kill each other and then falling in love, but what we got is they were already in love with each other. Apparently when they die, they go back into this kind of scientific lab type thing, and they're just underground for months until it's their time to go out and kill each other. And there are a majority of each season because obviously there are many places in the world, and I just thought it was weird. It was not what I was expecting, and that's not always a bad thing, but what I really wanted to see was these 2 seasons going out fully aware that they should be killing the other one and actually trying to hunt them down and go through that process and then start to realize that they love each other. But instead it was the complete opposite, and then it was only part of the first 10% of the book was them out in the world killing each other, and then the rest was them trying to not kill each other ever again. So I just thought it was strange, and I think it could have been, I guess, done differently. I don't really know, like the order of the story, I guess is what I mean. And I just didn't really like the way that it was fully like established and done. So that's why it made it onto this list. I was kind of bored and I just wish it was something else. So it was disappointing for me. Next we have House of Dragons by Jessica Cluess. This one I did actually enjoy for the most part. However, after thinking about it some more, and again I think this one was in a reading vlog, after thinking about it some more, I realized it was very generic and not really something that would have held my attention with the next book. I don't know if I'll pick up the next book. I want to, just because I want to know what happens to these characters, but it's not something that will really like push me to read the second book. And it's kind of forgettable in a way because there are so many things like it, and that is again not a bad thing necessarily. I just was very disappointed. I had really high expectations for it, and I guess the synopsis kind of tricked me into thinking that it was going to be slightly different than it actually was. I wish we had gotten some more of the actual like fighting between the characters. I didn't really even describe what this book is. The House of Dragons follows 5 characters, and all from their perspective as well. Is it 5? Now I'm like completely forgetting. But basically these 5 characters are supposed to be the firstborn of these houses, and they and their dragons are chosen to take part in these games to become the next king or queen. And there's a twist with this one though. They end up choosing the younger kid of the families, which they were not expecting, never trained for this, and stuff goes down. Obviously it's just something that has such a cool concept, and I just really think wasn't pulled off in the way that it could have been. So it was disappointing for me. A lot of people probably would really enjoy it, but it's not one of those ones that I'm like immediately going to go out and pick up the next book. Next we have We Are Blood and Thunder by Kesia Lupo. This one I thought was going to be amazing. It had such a unique concept, a unique magic system, multiple POVs, which is something I really enjoy. However, executed very, very poorly in my opinion. I was bored throughout it, and to be honest, I can't even remember what half of it is about. I know that there are 2 girl characters, one outside this storm that is enveloping this kingdom and one that's inside of it, and the one outside of it tries to get inside and stuff happens. I don't know. Really not explaining that very well, but you could tell that it didn't really leave an impression on me, and it just was not up to par with what I thought it should have been. So that's why it's on this list, and I hope other people had enjoyed it, but I did not. On to 2 physical books that I do actually have. These are the last 2 books in this video. I think 2 of them, these 2 are going to surprise people, but the first one is We Hunt the Flame by Hafsah Faizal. This was is rather a hyped up young adult fantasy novel that I heard phenomenal things about, and I was really excited to pick it up. The cover is beautiful, and then I was bored. I thought there were parts that were unnecessary. I just couldn't really find myself with the drive to read it and pick up the next book as well. I'm not really interested in the characters. I think these 2, the main characters, fell in love way too fast. That was just like, one was supposed to go out and kill the other, and then all of a sudden they're in love, which happens a lot, but this one was just like a little too extreme for me. And I don't mind enemies to lovers, I love it. I also don't mind love at first sight kind of thing, but at least show a little more like I don't know, resistance. I don't really know. I just didn't really enjoy it. I did give it 3 stars, I'm pretty sure. So it was one that I enjoyed the writing for, and the concept was there. I was just disappointed because I fell into the hype of it, and it did not live up to the hype that I thought it should have. But yeah, that's why it's on this list, and I'm glad other people really enjoy it. This one was just not for me. This last one is absolutely my most disappointing book of 2020. I cannot believe that this one made it to this list. I'm very in shock over it. But it is The Devil in the Dark Water by Stuart Turton. So this is the author of 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle, which is one of my favorite mystery novels, thrillers of all time. I just love how unique that is. And so when I found out that he was going to be writing another novel, I was super excited, and luckily I didn't have to wait too long because I kind of figured it out late. But as soon as it came out, I bought myself a copy, was so excited to read it, and then it was trash. This one was actual trash. I thought the concept was really cool, where the death happens on a ship, and then obviously they have to figure out who did it, but this gave the impression that it was going to have a kind of devil figure. It was going to have this, like, is this devil real and actually killing people, or is he not? So I thought, because of his other book, that there might actually be that kind of fantasy element to it, so I was excited for that. And then I started to realize that that's probably not the case, and maybe it's just an actual person, and that's okay. I was going to be fine with that. However, it dragged. It was so boring. This book is, I'm gonna figure out how long this book is, 463 pages long, and it was so slow. I never wanted to pick it up. I did not care who ended up being the killer, and when it was actually revealed, I was so mad at the resolution of it. The ending just makes no sense with any of the characters in this book. And I'm not going to spoil it in case you do actually want to read it. I keep moving around because my back really hurts. But I'm not going to spoil it in case you do want to actually read it. But I was really mad at the ending. I did not like how it was resolved. And I think that could have been better. Could have been much better. I wish that the author had gone along the same line as 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle, and maybe have done like the same theme, because that one is so unique that he could easily expand in that universe, or that kind of magic slash science theme going on. He could have easily done that, and instead he made this, which was a pile of trash. I'm so disappointed in this. Just so disappointed. So there you have it, everyone. Those were my disappointing books of 2020. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Please comment down below and let me know some of your disappointing books of 2020. I would love to know. Please like this video and subscribe if you aren't already, and I will see you all next time. Bye!